Here's the punter now, Pat McAfee, to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Right to the air is Rodgers. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Oh, he's got a little daylight. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. And the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than... Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 41. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 8. Off the option, here's Henry. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 18. Nice 3rd down conversion and even 20 yards. Pretty solid opening drive here, Charles. They worked in the run game, the pass game, just steadily getting yards, and now they've got it inside the red zone here with an opportunity.
And the only thing they don't have so far is points. But the way that they're moving the ball now, that shouldn't take much longer. And they've established a great balance so far. Running, passing, doing what they want on offense.
Another pass into the reliable hands of Kelsey. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Henry will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. Henry again. And good work there defensively as they're able to keep him out of the end zone. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
How about that stand defensively? The sticks were moving against them. First down after first down was being piled up. They had driven all the way down the field, and then they ran into a wall on 3rd and goal.
And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. He couldn't get the ball away on 4th and goal. And on the opening drive of the ball game, the defense comes up with a goal line stand. On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. Third and 2. Here's Richardson to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
And that's exactly what defenses talk about. You've got to find ways to get off the field when you can, especially on 3rd down. And 3rd down defense going to be vital in this game. Able to knock that one away and force a 4th down.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson. He's got it complete to Gronkowski. And he is going to have a Raiders first down, it would appear. Yes, he does, by a full yard. They get the conversion on 4th and 2. Up the middle they go with Mostert. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he used his quickness to make a play.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down. We're scoreless after 1. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball and could not hang on. 2nd down coming up. Back to the running game with Mostert. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he can get out of the backfield. This would be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. Not an easy spot here. He'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Third and long for Richardson. And he is caught. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play there as they get the conversion on 3rd and 13. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. And no more. Micah Parsons, the linebacker, in on the tackle. Now a 2nd and 10. Richardson. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Now a give to Mostert running right. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front 3, your front 4, your front 5, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the block.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Jalen Waddle. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And that makes it 7-zip Vegas.
Makes the score Raiders 7, Eagles nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on 4th down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a 4th down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up 3rd. 2 minutes on the clock, 2nd quarter, 7-0 ball game. The Raiders call on a nickel set here for 3rd down. Throwing is Rodgers. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. Boy, he had to fit that into a pretty tight window over the middle. And, Charles, I think they were in zone defensively, weren't they?
They certainly were. Nice read on your part. And sometimes the quarterback isn't fooled between zone and man. Sometimes just fooled by the type of zone that he sees. Because oftentimes those linebackers will vacate and run downfield with receivers. In this case, he played a pure zone and was in the wrong spot for the QB. Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Richardson looking to throw this. And his throw here's incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He put that one up in the red zone. An excellent play. One that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Well, good field position to start the drive, but under the gun now here on 3rd and 8. Richardson looking to throw. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an And
it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Now Rodgers. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Bradley Chubb, the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. On the return, Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. Their defense has pitched the shutout. Now they probably need to deliver a little breathing room, maybe making a 2-score game as they've got it 1st and 10. Now Richardson back to throw it. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Ball sits on the 10, 2nd and 5. Off the option, here's Henry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You have to work.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Eagles take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Well, it took them a little while, but they are on the board here in this third quarter, and now with a chance to tie this up.
And it gives them a chance to exhale just a little bit, right? Because most of the time, if your first points come in the second half, you're often hopelessly out of the game, but not in this case. Now they have something to build on and a chance to mount a comeback.
Waddle going to bring this out of the end zone now.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Looking to throw. Richardson. He's got him in. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Back to throw. Richardson. And he's got it. What a catch on the sideline. A gain of 32 that time.
You just had the feeling that sooner or later someone was going to come up with that one play. Neither team has really done a whole lot offensively, but here's one that pays off to the tune of big yardage, and it's one that could maybe get this group in gear.
Jordan Davis, just a monster on that play, stopping it from going anywhere.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. Well, everybody was up there ready at the line of scrimmage, CD, but no snap, and the delay of game ensued.
Yeah, and I'm sure their head coach is asking the exact same thing. What's going on out there? Almost like they thought they had more time than actually was on the clock.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's 3rd down. Now it's Richardson. Touchdown! Rob Gronkowski, 28 yards, and the Raiders have taken the lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
Extra point by Koo, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
He'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Off the option, here's Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd down and 6. Off the option, here's Henry. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 43. Off the option, here's Henry. It'll be a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll also be the final play of this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter. On 2nd down, here's Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there. Now it'll be 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Rodgers going to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone.
because you got the lead in the fourth, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Find the open man. It's complete. Inside the 15 before they drop it. A new lease on life after the fourth down conversion. Here's 1st and 10. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That's a gain of 4 as we slip inside of 4 minutes left in regulation. 2nd and 6. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run. It's Henry. Eagles touchdown. Derrick Henry. A 5-yard extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And no sweat. He puts it through. And we are tied here in the 4th. This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Richardson to the air on 1st down. Over the middle, he finds Godwin complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the 4th quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll get up near the 45 spot at the 44.
Any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking. And that's
HHHJ.
I had an old coach tell me before, he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. All tied up, less than 2 minutes to go. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score.
BHCC Ma YIOU with artist G dispels YU dog did shoot for solo.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Richardson. Eluding the pressure right. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jordan Davis picks up his second sack of the afternoon. They'll come up now on second down. Richardson to throw it. That's to the sideline and incomplete. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack, now they'll force the incompletion. Third and long, things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
Here's Richardson. And too much juice. It's incomplete.
The defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation. And now fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Trying to gauge the sun, and he loves it. That was pretty obvious. He didn't let him catch it.
Agreed, and what's hard is you make that long run downfield to try and cover it, but you got to locate the football as well.
Now Rodgers. And he gets this one in midfield before he's brought down. So there you go. Send your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the fourth quarter, picking up the first.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time, and that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go. As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about, and you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
I put him in
A first down carry for Henry.
At this stage, you've got to hustle, got to get back to the line of scrimmage because you're saving that timeout to make sure you have a chance to get your kicker out there for the big shot.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Henry again on second down. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. Now the timeout will be called, so they're in field goal range with 3 seconds left. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the Eagles are going to win the football game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game. When you throw one in the fourth quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger. Is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big time.